Hello guys, stay patient here. Can you believe it's been almost 3 years since the release of the PS4? And in that time we've been blessed with a plethora of nice simple platinum trophies, many of which you'll be very familiar with. Thanks to how easy it's become for small indie developers to self-publish their games though, there is also quite a list of lesser known titles that sport straightforward trophy sets in an attempt to motivate people to buy them. So in this video we're going to count down the top 10 easiest and quickest PS4 Platinums for games you've probably never played. Check the description below for the guides and walkthroughs I mentioned throughout the video, and of course thank you to those who put the effort into making them. Number 10 is Teslagrad. This is one of the more popular and better known games in the list. It's a 2D puzzle platformer developed by Rain Games and published by Square Enix. Every single trophy in the game is tied to one of the 36 collectibles. Find them all and the platinum is yours. You don't even need to finish the game. So if you follow the walkthrough video that leads you to each one of them, this platinum can easily be finished off in less than 5 hours, although it would likely be closer to 2 or 3 depending on your skill level. The reason I've put it in 10th place is because some people who aren't comfortable with 2D platforming can at times find one or two of the collectibles a bit tricky to reach. I personally only found one to be a challenge, but you'll get there eventually, and the platinum is so quick when using the walkthrough link below that spending a bit more time on one or two of the collectibles won't really bother you. And with the game currently being on sale for £6.19 on the UK store at least, you can't go wrong. Number 9 is SKYSCRAPPERS. This is a 2D fighting game from a developer called Ground Shatter. But there's a twist. You have to race your opponents to the top of a skyscraper while fighting them. It comes in at 9th place because it's not one of those games that allows you to switch off your brain and autopilot through it, and it's not one that you can follow a guide for. It does require your attention and a small amount of skill, but it's really very straightforward once you get into it, and it takes just 2 or 3 hours to complete. Plus, there's more good news. The trophies from the North American version stack with all other versions of the game. In other words, you can earn all the trophies twice, including the platinum, if you play the American version as well as a second version from anywhere else in the world. It's currently priced at £11.99 and $14.99. Number 8 is the most recent release in the list, Coffin Dodgers by Milky T. It's a humorous mobility scooter racing game where you play the part of an OAP racing against and trying to knock out the other pensioners on the track. So yes, it's Mario Kart with old people. You can't backtrack and replay races on this one, and you need to earn gold in each event, but completing the game through once to fully upgrade your scooter, then going through it again to get all the golds makes it extremely easy, and all the other trophies can be farmed by restarting races if need be. All the top 50 fastest completion times on psnprofiles.com are under 3 hours, so whatever your skill level, a time of less than 5 hours is more than achievable. Get in quick because it's currently on sale in the UK for £7.11 and will only cost you $11.99 in the US as well. Number 7 is Aether 1 by White Paper Games, another of the many games on this list that is super quick when you follow a walkthrough, so once again check out the links in the description. It's a first-person puzzle game with a relatively interesting narrative, and can also be banged out in less than 5 hours. It's not especially cheap at the moment at £14.99 and $19.99, but it's the type of game that's likely to drop in price or be involved in one of the many PSN store sales, so keep your eye out for a reduction if the price is currently a little high for you. Number 6 is Goosebumps the game, developed by WayForward and published by Game Mill Entertainment. There are quite a few old-school adventure games that have been remastered for the PS4 recently. Ones like Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle and Broken Age also sport platinum trophies that are very easy if you follow walkthroughs for them. Goosebumps though, which isn't a remaster but a recent release in the style of those older titles, is certainly the quickest out of all of them at 2 to 3 hours completion time. It's not on sale at the moment, so it currently sits at £11.99 and $14.99. Day of the Tentacle Remastered is also worth a shout out as it doesn't take much longer than Goosebumps to finish and is equally as easy, so I'll post walkthroughs for both of them in the description below. Number 5 is Albedo Eyes from Outer Space. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. It was developed by Z4G0 and Ivan Venturi Productions, which is quite a mouthful, and published by Merge Games, but it's worth mentioning that it was pretty much the work of one man, which makes it easier to forgive the clunkiness of its gameplay and graphics. It's another adventure game that's worth following a guide for, but it also has some combat elements thrown in. Its price is exactly the same as Goosebumps and Skyscrappers at the moment, so £11.99 and $14.99, but it earns its place in the top 5 for 2 reasons. Firstly, it can easily be finished in 3 hours, with a lot of people on psnprofiles.com having managed it in less than 1 hour, and secondly, the North American version provides us with another stacking trophy list, allowing us to blast through this super basic platinum twice and double up on the rewards. Number 4 is Nero, which is one of the 2 games in this list published by Sodesco. The letters stand for Nothing Ever Remains Obscure, and the team behind it is called Storm in a Teacup. It's another first-person puzzle game that should only take around 3 hours to complete with a guide, so check out the walkthrough links in the description if you'd like to get it done nice and quickly. It's currently on sale for £9.49 in the UK, but it's still $19.99 in the US. So if you're in North America but have access to a UK-based PSN account, this might be one that's worth buying from our store while it's still marked down in price. Number 3 is the second Sodesco game in our list. It's Adam's Venture Origins by Vertigo Games, a third-person adventure game with puzzles. I get the impression the Adam's Venture series is maybe more well known than I realised, but I only recently stumbled across it and will be playing my copy sometime very soon. It stands out on this list as more of a retail release than digital due to its pricing, although it is available in both formats. It has a very short trophy list, and all but 2 of them come naturally through just completing the game. Those other 2 trophies are very simple to do, and so it's a nice straightforward platinum that's fun and easy to complete even without a guide, but of course will be quicker if you do follow one. It clocks in at around 3 hours. The only downside is its current price. Despite being on sale on the UK store, it still sits at £20.49 and is a whopping $50 on the US store, although you may be able to find a second-hand retail copy for cheaper, which is what I did. It seems like the kind of game that may well hold its value and be worth buying on disc as an investment in case it becomes rare one day, but I'm sure the digital version will drop significantly in price before too long. Number 2 is Orc Slayer, developed and published by Cooply Solutions. I recently uploaded a video of me earning all this game's trophies from start to finish, so if you've seen that, you'll know how basic and tedious it is. It's basically a first-person shooter where you take down endless hordes of orcs using your upgradable crossbow. Although it starts off kind of fun to play due to being so awful, the novelty soon wears off and the terrible controls and extremely repetitive nature of the gameplay make you want to get it over with as soon as possible. The good news, however, is that you can. The game is easily completed in around 2 hours. It takes the number 2 spot on this list because of a couple of things that make it the ideal game for trophy hunters, besides how quick and easy it is, of course. First off, this time the European version provides us with yet another stacking trophy list, and secondly, both the UK and the US versions are very cheap to buy, at £3.99 and $3.99 respectively. So you can buy both versions without breaking the bank and earn 2 full platinums in half a day, assuming you can stand playing this game for 4 hours. And finally we come to the number 1 spot. The easiest and quickest platinum for a PS4 game you probably haven't played belongs to Nubla, brought to you by Gamera Nest SL. It's an odd game to describe, but I suppose you could call it a 2D side-scrolling puzzle game, but it's so short and easy it doesn't really matter how you define it. If you follow the guide linked below, you'll be done in less than an hour. Plus, I can safely say that most of you won't have played this one especially, because it's not yet been released on the North American store, and I'm not sure whether it ever will be. So you'll definitely need to open a UK-based PSN account to be able to play this one. When you do, the game will set you back $7.99 at the moment, but it has been on sale in the past for half that price, so who knows when the next temporary price drop will be. So there you have it guys, the 10 easiest PS4 platinums for games you've probably never played or maybe even heard of. You have now though, and if you include Day of the Tentacle as well as the 3 games with stacking trophy lists, you have 14 platinums that could easily be earned within 40 hours. So get out there and boost those profiles. If you'd like to see more of these trophy compilation videos and top 10 lists as well as my usual trophy guides, please have a think about maybe supporting the channel financially via my Patreon page. I'd love to be able to keep it going, and every bit of support helps no matter how small. In the meantime though, thank you for watching, I've been Stay Patient, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in my next video.